Monday is Veterans Day, a time to honor veterans for their bravery and sacrifices made for this country. One of the often overlooked aspects of veteran health care is hearing loss. Joining me live to talk about the importance of veterans getting their hearing checked is Dr. Tedeschi, Chief Audiology Officer of Miracle-Ear. Good morning, Doctor. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Good morning, Zach.
Talk to us just about how common hearing loss is among veterans.
So it's very common, actually. What is interesting to note is about 1 out of every 3 veterans, has a hearing loss. It's the number one disability that's noted in the Veterans Administration. Along with that, 50% of the veterans from the Vietnam era, they have experienced hearing loss. And about 60% of the Gulf War veterans all experience hearing loss also. And so, and also with that, not only is hearing loss, but they have tinnitus, ringing in their ears because of the military service.
Dr. Tedeschi, talk to us about, oftentimes when we're talking about ailments or different diseases, we talk about early detection, right? How important, or talk to us about the role early detection plays in hearing loss.
Oh, very important, Zach. Number one is that we're learning so much more about comorbidities in hearing loss. So first of all, people that have hearing loss, they start to have different situations in their lives where they start to, socially isolate. If they start having hearing problems, they'll start missing out on conversations with family members. They start, going to parties and they don't want to go to parties anymore, or family gatherings because they cannot hear. And then we see what's happening is that as hearing loss progresses, especially in veterans and others, that we start to see, a very interesting tie between that and dementia, cognitive decline, falls, and things like this. And so it's very, very important that people get their hearing tested as early as possible.
And with that, with early detection, there are solutions from different devices, but also we as a community can come together to help combat these issues for these veterans.
Oh, most definitely. When you have a loved one, especially a veteran or anyone, but a veteran who, you notice a hearing problem, encourage them to get help. Military service is noisy, no matter if you're in combat arms or if you're in peacetime, because everything you do in the military is noisy. The Army and Marines, they're always around gunfire, or they can be around the trucks that are very heavy, tanks, motorized vehicles. Those are all extremely loud. Those that are in the Air Force or the Navy, flight decks, things like this, they're not quiet. And so, it's not unusual for a veteran to come out of service and from their service duty to have hearing loss.
Yeah, absolutely. And letting them know that they're not alone, that there are resources out there to help. Talk to us about how folks can get in contact, connected with these different resources.
So, one great thing about our country is that we have a great Veterans Administration. And our veterans are entitled to go to the Veterans Administration. And in the Veterans Administration, we have personnel who specialize in hearing loss. And so all it takes is a simple call to your Veterans Administration, and they can arrange for you to see a counselor, to then get your hearing tested from an audiologist, and they will direct you. In some places, people do not live close to a veterans hospital. They have local services that they have work with, that you can go there in your own local, hometowns and everything. So you can get help, and it's very easy to get help through the Veterans Administration.
All good information. Dr. Tedeschi, thank you so much for your time this morning. We do appreciate it.